In the final chapter of the book, Keeping the Magic of Love Alive, John Gray summarizes how to maintain a long-term relationship by accepting the ebb and flow of love. He argues that love isn't a static state but a seasonal cycle that requires constant adjustment and understanding of our partner's alien nature. 1. The seasons of love. Gray uses the metaphor of seasons to explain why relationships feel different over time. He suggests that if we expect a relationship to be summer all the time, we will inevitably be disappointed. Spring, the initial falling in love phase. Everything is perfect and effortless. We believe our partner is perfect. Summer, the realization that our partner isn't perfect. We have to work at communication and resolve differences. It is a time of sweating and effort. Autumn, a time of harvest. After working through the summer, we enjoy a deeper, more mature love. We accept our partner's flaws. Winter, a time of rest and reflection. This is often when we feel the most alone or when old wounds resurface. Gray argues this is a natural time for growth and inner work. The lesson: many couples break up in winter because they think the love is gone. Gray argues that spring always follows winter if you have the tools to navigate the cold. 2. The 90-10 rule, expanded. Building on the previous chapter, Gray explains that when we are upset, 90% of the pain is related to our past, unresolved childhood issues, past relationships, and only 10% is about the current event. How it works: your partner forgets to call you. You feel an overwhelming sense of abandonment. The 10% is the missed call. The 90% is the feeling of being unimportant that you've carried since childhood. The solution: when you realize your reaction is outsized, stop blaming your partner. Take a moment to process your own 90% so you can discuss the 10% rationally. 3. The paradox of intimacy. Gray explains that intimacy often brings up our dark side. When we feel most loved, our old feelings of unworthiness or fear of abandonment often rise to the surface. For men, they might suddenly feel the need to pull away, the rubber band effect, right after a very close weekend. For women, they might suddenly feel very needy or insecure, the wave, right after a period of great connection. 4. Keeping the points high. The chapter revisits the scoring system from Chapter 10. Gray emphasizes that love is a daily choice. Men must remember that the big things they did last year don't count for today's points. They must keep performing small acts of caring. Women must remember to keep showing appreciation for those small acts, as appreciation is the fuel that keeps a Martian moving. 5. Avoiding the delay of happiness. Gray concludes by warning against the "I'll be happy when" trap. I'll be happy when he changes. I'll be happy when she stops complaining. He encourages readers to take responsibility for their own happiness. By using the love letter technique, Chapter 11, and asking for support, Chapter 12, you stop being a victim of your partner's behavior and start being a co-creator of the relationship. Summary table: the journey from Mars-Venus. Concept: Martian perspective, Venusian perspective. Growth: needs to feel trusted and accepted to grow. Needs to feel heard and cherished to grow. Conflict: tends to fight or flee the cave. Tends to fix or mother the nag. Healing: heals by achieving and solving. Heals by sharing and feeling. Longevity: stays when he feels like a hero. Stays when she feels like a priority. Final takeaway: the magic of love is kept alive not by finding a partner who is just like you, but by honoring the differences. When a man respects a woman's wave, and a woman respects a man's cave, the friction that usually causes heat and fire instead creates warmth and light.